Yo, check this out. I received this in the mail, right? Hello, black man. And I'm so excited about it. This is a journal to help black men articulate their feelings, express their feelings. Hell, just acknowledge that we have them in a safe and honest way. And hopefully, it will translate into other parts of your life. I get it. As a black man, a lot of us weren't encouraged or taught to talk about our feelings. As a kid, when you fail and hurt yourself, your parents told you to get up. You're a big boy. Big boys don't cry. That right there is a hard lesson to unlearn, and it's very hurtful. Because when we become older, we don't know how to express ourselves. We don't know how to talk about our feelings. We don't know how to have a conversation without lashing out or using profanity or getting upset and becoming violent because we weren't taught. But this, man, is essential. Not just to each one of us becoming a better person, but a society of men being able to express themselves is priceless. So if you want to become the best version of you that you can do, check out helloblackman.com. Grab the journal, actually journal in it, be honest, be open, and be accessible to your feelings and embrace them.
Hello, Black Man. What's going on? This is Jamie Jenkins, and we're here with another episode of the Hello Black Man podcast. Listen, little bad weather here today. We're here in Mississippi, of course, and Hurricane Ida has come through. As far as where I am specifically, lights flickered just a little bit. So, man, we're sending well wishes out to anybody that's been affected by the hurricane, the weather, displaced, or anything like that. We've been, checking on, of course, we have family and friends on the coastline. So I've had the opportunity to reach out and speak to those people just to make sure they were okay. Very few, I guess the information is kind of trickling in as far as how much damage has been done. And we just, wishing everybody well and praying everybody, all families, safe, secure, that's been affected by the storm. So we're back with another episode of the Hello Black Man podcast. It's Monday. It's 8/30/21. This is episode 31. And I really appreciate everybody that steps in and steps up and shares the podcast or lets me know how things are going. So it's just been a phenomenal experience for me. Just the opportunity to come on and meet new people. This is episode 31. And I would say that 80% of the people that I have had on the podcast, I haven't known prior to them coming on. But what I can say is that 100%, and no pressure to our guest tonight, but 100% of the people that I've interviewed, we've had some sort of connection, like preacher's kids, or same something, or same birthday, a month, like something. So, no pressure, basically, we'll see what our guest tonight has to offer. So we appreciate everything that she brings to the table. So this young lady she's a solo entrepreneur. Like she's one of those people that if you ask her, can she do it? She can. She's equipped. She loves comedy. Seems to be just a very vibrant individual. Of course, when we bring somebody on our podcast, we go through their stuff, as much as we can. Just who they are, look at some of their content. And she's very consistent, and that's one thing I like. I'm getting some. That's one thing we like about about this young lady. She's very consistent with her content. She is pushing and promoting consistently. That's a lot of things. That's a lot of times we don't see that from just us in general. You put something out there and it kind of fizzles out, and you don't see anything. You don't get any feedback, and it's kind of, are you doing it anymore? No, I'm not doing it no more. What's he doing now? But she has been very consistent, so that's great. That's how you build your brand, being consistent, putting it out there, things of that nature. How's the mic? Mic check, mic check. That's it. My Kalisha is getting on me. I'm bringing the mic closer to your mouth. So listen, without further ado, we're going to bring on our guest for the evening, Miss Tashura Talks. Boom.
Hey.
What's up? How you doing tonight?
After you said all that, you like no pressure. Tonight I'm under pressure.
No, absolutely. Now you know better. You know it's no pressure for you. Absolutely not. Oh man. So how was your Monday?
My Monday is great. We getting a little bit of bad weather here due to the hurricane. It just was pouring down, raining in buckets and thunder. Well, lightning hit something over here, so I was praying that the power didn't go out and we were going to be able to do this. So listen, I'm good. It lightened up.
It kind of flickered. Here maybe once or twice, and I was like, "Oh, come on now, come on with the weather now." I mean, the bad part was, basically about noon today, and I said we're going to wait till 7 o'clock, and the lights gonna go out. So I'm glad we were able to hold on. So listen, now it's your turn. I've introduced you. Now you know how you do it in church. How you always introduce a guest speaker, and then they got to give up, and then they got to tell you who they is again. So, tell the viewers who you are and tell them what you do.
Well, my name is Tashura Lamar, also known as Tashura Talks. That's my up and coming podcast that I'm actually on tour promoting right now.
I like it.
I am also a solopreneur, shepreneur of several businesses, one including KKG Kreationz, where I customize shoes, clothes, shirts, earrings, basically everything I have on, I made. So that's what I do. And I just talk my ish on my podcast.
That is awesome. Listen, I love a good, open, and honest podcast. The name has a ring to it, so I like a good name. I'm one of those name people that if I can remember it, that I can kind of say, hey, check out Tashura Talks. If it's something kind of bland or generic, you can forget it. But your name with Talks, it kind of has a ring to it. So you're absolutely winning. I can see the Tashura Talk t-shirts coming with the mic and all that.
Logo.
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely, man.
We're gonna have car air fresheners and everything. Underwear, bras, whatever you want. I'm laughing, but I'm serious.
I know you're serious. So let me ask you this here. Your creativity, was it spontaneous? Did you wake up one day and say, "Hey, I'm about to be a creator"? Was it a slow road up, or were you a creator? And like a lot of people have been creators since the 5th grade. You know what I'm saying? I know people that could play the piano, just walk up to it and start playing. Now I don't like those kind of people. Like it just bothers me because I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, how you can make that piano do that? And you ain't taking no classes, no notes, no nothing. Oh my God! Listen. I'm not a jealous person, but I am jealous of that skill right there. That skill does something to me because I like it. I like music, but I don't have the zeal to sit down and learn what they can do naturally. And so to see a person, I got a classmate named Dennis Tanner. I hope he sees this. He can walk up and like listen to something like, "Oh, that song goes like this." Like, man, you make me like get on out of here. And just play it, man. So tell me about your creativity.
I was an only child, so me and my 5 personalities had no choice but to be creative. But honestly, I'm a visual learner too. Okay. I did know how to play the piano by ear. I love music. When I tried to read sheet music, I walked away from playing the piano because I didn't want to read it. I just want to hear the song. Let me play it. I don't want to learn C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C and all that stuff. But I used to draw a lot. I would see stuff and I can draw it. But once I had my son at 19, I stopped drawing. But what I did was I started doing nails. Now I was known for doing hair. Everybody thought I was going to do hair first. I was a nail technician and my specialty was nail art. So I went from drawing on paper to drawing on nails. I moved to Georgia about 2014, and it was too much to transfer my license over and all that. So I just stopped doing nails. I stopped doing hair, but I still had creativity in me. Never did I know I was a crafter. I did not consider myself the arts and crafts person.
Really?
In 2017, I forgot how I got started. I saw something and I was like, oh, let me figure out how to do that. So I started doing cups, and 2014, I actually started blinging before I moved to Georgia. I started blinging because I love rhinestones. But then in 2017, it moved a little further into me doing cups and then t-shirts and all this other stuff. And then in 2018, I opened a craft supply store. So everything that I do is within the same industry. All of my corporations, same industry. So I'm the person that supplies the crafters. I'm the crafter, so that's how my creativity has grew over.
I like it. You found a way to weave everything together. Like it all makes sense.
Yes.
I know some people that they ride horses and they're dentists. It's just like two different worlds, and I both have their own unique things to do. But like what you've done, it kind of all ties together.
Oh, give me 1 second. There's a train. If you ever hear my podcast, you will always hear this. Another thing is, you were saying something. So the way my ADHD is set up.
Okay.
When I was a nail tech, I did end up starting to do hair. I went to cosmetology school and got my hair license after I had my nail license, but it didn't stop there. So when I owned my salon, I did hair, I did nails, I did makeup, I did waxing, everything. I did multiple things, but it was all under one umbrella.
Yeah.
So instead of me, I'm going to be over here doing this, I'm going to be over here doing that, and it doesn't go together. Everything I tried to do, I made sure it was within the same industry. So I won't be looking like a scatterbrain.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen that also. I've seen the like they doing what and what? They doing this and that. Like they cooking and they do pest control at the same time. Like,
Right. They got a pet grooming service, but they selling plates out the same house.
Like it's too. I understand the hustle, but make it tie together just a little bit better.
Right. Don't be doing pedicures out the kitchen you cooking. Come on.
I have seen some questionable pairings in my time.
Me too.
So tell me about the podcast. How long have you been doing the podcast, and how can people start tuning in?
Well, I started several months ago, but it had been on my heart to do last year. Last year I came up with the name, concept, everything. It was around this time last year. I just never started it because my businesses keep me so busy. And so I had a friend, and I remember our last conversation, she was telling me, you need to go ahead and do it. Go ahead and start your podcast. What are you waiting on? She was like my biggest cheerleader. And I found out a week later that she died the day after I spoke to her. And I had been meaning to call her back. And so I was like, time waits for no one.
Yeah.
It's either now or never. And so then I started writing down content. Okay, the first show going to be about this. The second show going to be about this. The third show going to be about this. And I never got around to it. And then I was on Clubhouse, and Angel was like, what are you waiting on? I'm like, well, I don't do good by myself. I need somebody. She said, it's called Tashura Talks. That means you are talking. You don't need a co-host. Just do it. So I put my first episode up on YouTube, and then I put a second episode up on YouTube. It's not really an episode. It's just basically me. I might do a morning reflection or something that happened.
It's content.
Right. I'll go live on Instagram. I'm still trying to figure out how to get the Instagram video over to YouTube because
listen, I'm struggling right with you. I promise you I'm struggling right with you.
I'm technologically challenged.
Listen, I don't think that's what it is. I think that we get, I've gotten to an age where when you say learn something brand new, you're like, oh, come on, man. I just don't. I'll be like, everything I know, I can do it well. But when you said something brand new, it doesn't have the same zeal. Not to me.
The thing is, I love to learn new things, but
Mm-hmm.
time plays a big factor because my businesses keep me busy. I mean, people want their stuff,
They do.
and if
Trust
they
me, I
don't
know
get their
that.
stuff, when they can order glitter today and want it tomorrow, delivered tomorrow, and they live in California and I'm in Georgia, and if they don't get it, next thing you know, they on the internet giving me bad reviews and all of that.
And will.
Right. And then now I'm supporting a lot of people. I've made a lot of new connections in the podcast world, and somebody got a show every day.
They do.
So I'm like, when am I going? Everybody's show is in the evening, though. So I think what I'm going to do is just start pre-recording and uploading content, or go live and just uploading content.
Yeah.
And do it that way. I mean, my followers will get a notification. I can post it on TikTok, social media, or whatever.
Yeah.
But I do need to be more consistent and get it out there.
Yeah. I guess they're starting this podcast. The consistency kind of scared my counterpart, Kalisha, because I'm one of those people. I have the bright idea. I said, hey, this is going to be great. This is what we can do. Now, when you're talking about doing it every single day, being consistent and getting this and getting that, I be like, okay, we'll do it. It gets to that point, but she has, put a lot, of effort into, okay, you need this, you need that, you need this service. Okay, now we're on episode 31, like every Monday consistently. We hadn't missed. So I definitely understand, especially from a time standpoint, because I have a full 9 to 5. And then I do photography, then I'm a dad, and then, just a regular, human stuff you got to do. It takes time, but I applaud you for your efforts. I applaud everything that you're doing. Trust me, your hard work does not go unnoticed, even to somebody like me that's just meeting you. I can, look over your content, of course, just seeing what you're doing and posting and stuff like that. So I just think you're doing great. Just keep it up. That's it.
Yeah, I run 5 pages. All of my businesses have their own page.
That is,
and to Sure Talk. So they all have their own Instagram, Facebook page, TikTok page, whatever page. So I have to run all of these pages.
Do people know how hard that is, though?
I don't think they do. I really don't think they do. And I have a Facebook group for people that buy my products, my glitter and my rhinestones and stuff, where I teach them stuff. And I managed that group, and it was 1,000 people. I got it down to 168. I just went on a deletion spree. I'm like, I feel anointed to delete today. Shabba. So yeah, it's a lot. People think I'm just over here twiddling my thumbs, playing in glitter all day. That is not what I'm doing.
No. Tell me about your Clubhouse experience.
I've been on Clubhouse a couple of times listening to other people's stuff. I don't like Clubhouse, really.
You don't like it? Okay, tell me why.
Because I got ADHD. Look, I need to interact. I feel like I'm being lectured, and I don't like that. Even when I was in high school, classes where I got lectured, I failed.
Yeah,
You just sitting there talking to me, and I'm not seeing nothing. I'm not seeing you. My mind gonna start wondering. I'm gonna be over here doing something else, and I ain't gonna hear nothing you said. You be done call me to the stage to speak, and I be on there like, huh?
Like the Sure Talks. Well, I guess she's not ready. Moving on.
Right. Like, what we even talking about here? So I guess in some aspect it's good, but the fact that you can't interact, I don't like that. I like to be interactive.
Well, you can get the direct messages and stuff like that, but it's not real interaction. It's not real interaction. People will ask you to go offline and stuff like that. I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna tell you. I guess my experience. I'm an Android person, so I got on there 2 years later. You know what I'm saying? 2 years later. Then everybody
on there. You should have been on there back in January when I got on there. It was different.
So I got on there late, and I'm a talker. I'm a preacher's kid and a political science guy. So talking is something that I don't mind naturally doing. So I guess the consistency of your pitching, what you're doing, I have been able to try to improve and fine tune that. Everybody doesn't have time for a 10-minute talk or 5-minute talk.
Right.
Some people have a 2-minute talk. Tell me what you are, who you are, and can you sell me what you're doing in 2 minutes or a minute and 30 seconds. So it's helped me there. And a lot of times, like you say, I'll put it on, I'll put my headphone in, but I won't go in to go on the stage. I'll just go in just to listen to how other people are pitching and what they're selling and stuff like that. But I've had fun with it. I think the key for me is to get into a small room, 25 to 30 people. Most people go in looking for people. They're looking for 100, 200 people saying
1,000.
Yes, they're looking for these huge rooms. You get in there, it may be 2 hours before you get a chance to speak. And and the room is changing as long as you're in there. You know what I'm saying? People popping in, 20 in, 20 out, 20 in, 20 out. Tap your mic, plus. So I found it beneficial of me just going to a small setting, listen, talk, thank y'all, I'm out.
I agree. It used to be different back in January. It used to be more of a networking thing.
Yeah.
Now everybody's trying to sell their services, sell. And I'm like, what happened to us just talking? Well, I don't know. Everybody, all my little notifications that keep popping up. Oh, this such and such, how to make $1 million in, selling on Amazon. Okay, you go in there. Yeah, I need you to buy my course and all of that. I'm like, so maybe it's the groups that I'm in and the stuff that I found or been added to. Maybe I need to find some new spaces and circles and things like that.
Yeah, we'll connect. Like I said, I've gotten lucky. I got into a room yesterday, was about, do you need a publicist? And so, I have journals. And so I was like, well, this looks, pretty neat. Room of 10, 12. So I got in there, kind of talked, and, I didn't ask to come to the space. Okay, hello. My name is Hello Black Man. So people kind of find like, hello, Black Man, come on up. Let's talk a little bit. So I gave a little 2-minute spiel, and, I got a couple side messages. Hey, I like it. Maybe we can work together. I was at another networking event. Literally, this is no joke. Literally, put the phone in my pocket. I muted the clubhouse, but I didn't leave. I didn't leave the room. I looked back at the room. It was 238 people in this room, from 12 people to 238 in a matter of 30 minutes. I was like, oh my God, I'm so glad I got in and out. So I know exactly what you mean as far as that a lot of people in there. You're just like, oh, it's over.
But it will expose you to a lot of people, and you will end up with people following you. Like, they'll look at your profile, especially if they see you're followed by any of the speakers. They're like, ooh, who's that? Well, let me follow them too. What do they do? So I have noticed that some girls had pulled me up on a stage that I didn't even know. I was in there to hear what they was talking about on Instagram. And next thing you know, she pulled me on the stage. Well, tell me your experience with Instagram. And, so I started talking about marketing on Instagram and, how to look at your stats and all that. They was like, oh, wow, that's great. You want to come back? Nope. No, I don't have time for this. I'm trying to do my own stuff over here.
I got you, man. Listen, so what I want to do tonight is I want to ask you a few questions out of the Hello Black Woman Journal. And so I have a few already, kind of lined out here, but we're going to do some random questions also. Let you pick your fate, pick a number, and then we'll go from there.
Did you get a disclaimer about me? Listen,
bring it on.
Did you get the disclaimer? You said my favorite number?
Yeah. What's your favorite number between 1 and 52?
I really don't have one, but let's go with my birthday, 12.
12. So your first question is going to be a question. This is your random question. So I have the journal here. Question 12. You chose this number.
Here we go.
You did.
I'm not going to.
This is like fate. Like you chose this. I didn't give you this. This is a choice you made.
We're going to see if God is in this or not. Come on. Because I know the devil when it comes.
Hello, black woman. Describe your current relationship with your family. Describe the person you trust the most. Hello. Everybody mic on. Yeah, your mic is on.
My current relationship with my family is not good. And I don't trust nobody.
You don't trust anyone.
I don't trust nobody.
Is this
You know what? I'll say this. I trust, you know what? This person has never done anything to me.
Mm-hmm.
My auntie on my father's side.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
So I guess as a follow up, because I want to, I don't want to dig. I'm not here to dig now.
You got to go watch my lives on Instagram.
I absolutely
You'll get a little history.
Is this we started here? Let me see. We started here and now we're here, or is this one of those things where it's always been rocky?
Here, always been rocky. Dysfunction. I grew up in dysfunction. Did not have a relationship with my mother. So
there are very few people that didn't grow up in dysfunction. I mean, as far as if we really look at it, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people say, my childhood was great. I didn't have nothing going on. But if you really sit down and say, okay, I had a lot going on. My mom went through divorce, domestic violence, this and the other, I was staying here, had moved to Texas. So, I guess from your experience, do you feel this is something that is reconcilable?
I'm an only child, first of all, so I don't have any siblings. Mm-hmm. And it's hard to, people always talk about forgive and forget. Okay, I can forgive you, which I have forgiven, and I put it in the past. But what gets me is when you think you're going to do the same thing to me that you've done before. Mm-hmm. And you're going to continuously do it. Then I got to cut you off. I'm not going to deal with that because I don't deserve that.
Right. Now that's very powerful, Deshira, to have a stance. I applaud you for it. And a lot of people say, well, why would you applaud that? And it's her family. Even with family, no matter what, there has to be a line.
I need
what I'm saying? Yeah.
I need peace. I don't do drama. I might talk to my mother maybe once a month, if that. Mm-hmm. And if we talk and she goes into, and such and such and such, I don't want to hear that. Mm-hmm. I don't want to hear that. It's like we got so much more in this world we could be talking about and we could be focused on. And I mean, like I said, time is waiting for nobody. I'm not about to spend my time because I will never get that time back.
That's true.
Time is very valuable. True. And I didn't tell you the friend that I was talking to that died the next day. I had COVID while I was talking to her.
Wow.
And my COVID got worse. When I was supposed to be coming off quarantine, I started not to be able to breathe. I didn't know if I was going to die. I didn't know what was going on. And, I went through that by myself. I don't have anybody I could pick up and call and say, hey, I'm homeless. Can I come stay with you? Mm-hmm. Because I lived out of my car from 2016 to 2017 here in Georgia. Mm-hmm. So now I have to live my life in a way where I'm going to have peace, and I'm just not going to be bothered with certain things. I'm not. And I don't feel obligated because I keep saying a title doesn't make you entitled. Don't think because you have this title that I'm supposed to do X, Y, and Z because you have that title.
Right. You have to earn those things. They got to earn your time.
You have to earn a lot of things.
I like it.
So, and we can't move forward until you have that mirror moment and you deal with your ish. See, I ain't cuss. Because I didn't have to have that mirror moment with myself and deal with my ish and admit where I was wrong, what I didn't do right. Some people would never admit it. So I'm going to let you stay over there in denial. And I'm going to move forward because I got goals. I want to be a millionaire by 50. I got 3 years.
Oh, that's a win right there. Okay, I got. Let's go to question number 3. I like that answer. You've been very open and honest.
7.
Very open and honest. Question number 3 says, "Hello, black woman. What is an ideal marriage from your point of view? Describe what you think make marriage work.
The main thing that will make marriage work is communication and
Mhm.
how you communicate with each other. I always tell women, don't be yelling at these men. Season your words with salt. Don't be nagging, because don't no man want to hear that. Just men want peace. They don't want to come home and you be his headache. You're supposed to be to help me. Got a whole poem about that. But anyway, so an ideal marriage for me would be one with great communication, great chemistry. We are like each other's best friends. We can sit and play video games together, slap box, whatever. I know I'm just joking with the slap box, but
Okay. Got some hands. Okay.
I'm just saying, we could just we don't have to like everything each other
Right.
like, but we can still sometimes sacrifice to do that because we know that's what that person like and have fun doing it.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't argue. So an ideal marriage for me would just be one full of peace.
Okay. Now I do have a lot of. I know a lot of people in a lot of places. What's your current relationship status?
Single. I'm in Atlanta.
Okay.
Well, let me break that down because you ask somebody from here if they single, you got to ask them, okay, so are you single? Are you single? Are you Atlanta single? Or are you married acting single?
Oh, hold on. Wait a minute, Tashira. What does you say you got to be single? Single don't care.
Single is, I'm single, but they still be living with somebody or laid up with somebody or got a couple of dips they messing around with, right?
So single, because you and I are face to face, I'm single. That's that kind of single right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you and me talking, so obviously I'm single. That's that kind of single.
Mm-hmm.
And so then you got single. That's like for real.
That's
like
me.
I for real ain't got
I'm
nobody.
single.
Got it. And then you got the Atlanta single. That's
oh God. In a relationship, acting single.
Oh my God.
In a full-on relationship, not just land up with somebody. You in a full-on relationship. Living with
got
the
kids, they got bills together.
Everything. Your car in her name, everything. That's Atlanta single.
That's a different breed.
Oh, wait a minute. And they be part of the alphabet community, but out here trying to holler at women. That's Atlanta single too.
Atlanta got a lot going on right now.
They gender fishing, everything. That's a new word I made up yesterday. Don't y'all be using my stuff. Gender fishing. Yes.
That's a lot.
And you know what married acting single is. There's a lot of those out here.
Yeah.
A lot of those.
Is Atlanta? Is it? I don't know. It seems like it's a lot of things to do. I mean, I guess a lot of activities, a lot of events and stuff like that. I would think it would be easy to meet good people, but I think it's hard to meet good people anywhere.
You about to learn why I don't meet nobody. You got to go outside to not be single no more, right?
Yeah, you do.
So I've never stayed. Okay, so even though I say I'm from Atlanta, you got to learn this. When people say Atlanta, you better ask them, is it really Atlanta or on the outskirts? I'm in Hiram, Georgia.
Okay.
So I've never lived in Atlanta because I don't like the traffic. I'm from Chicago. I don't do all that. It reminds me of downtown. I like the country. I don't like the city.
Got it.
So you have to go places, and I don't really go anywhere since I've been here. It's been work. I used to be a part of a bike club, and I would go places with them. Sometimes here, but basically out of state to different events. But I don't really go anywhere here.
What kind of bike club? What kind of bike?
Motorcycle.
What?
Yeah, I got a purple motorcycle. His name is Prince.
Okay.
I haven't really been riding him though.
But you are confident. You could get on the highway right now and ride.
Well, I ain't getting on no highway first.
Well, you can get on the road.
This is a new bike. I've had it for 2 years. It's different than my Sportster, and everything's different from when I first started riding at 40. So I want to be part of the 3-wheel club, but I'm thinking about just giving it up altogether.
I don't think you want to do it. I don't think you give it up.
I learned in 2014, so I haven't really been riding since then. So it's the feeling though. It's when you out there on that road.
I've never, as an adult, rode a motorcycle. As an adult, I've never been on a motorcycle. I've been on a motorcycle maybe once or twice when I was under 12.
I went through a midlife crisis at 40, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna learn how to ride a motorcycle. I'm gonna get a passport. I'm gonna learn how to roller skate."
You had to list.
I'm gonna ride a donkey,
Whatever you can think of, like I'm gonna do it.
Right. Jimmy crack corn, I'm a crack corn too. Whatever.
I got you. Now listen, man, keep your bike, man. Get on that bike, And
I gotta say this about this ideal marriage: we also pray together.
Got it.
He ain't just praying on me; we praying together.
Got it.
He know more than how to get me under the covers. He know how to cover me. Because say something happened.
Yeah.
The only thing is grace. I'm down on the ground bleeding, and you talking about thank you, Father, for this food. No, that's the wrong prayer.
No, dude, get back. That ain't it. That ain't
past the ceiling, baby.
Oh my God. I got you. That's some words of wisdom. Words of wisdom right there. Oh my God. Let's see. I got one. Let's try this one right here. I like this one. Question number 1 in the journal says, "Hello, Black woman. How do you think others describe you? How do you describe yourself?"
Depending on who the others is. Others will be like, that girl crazy. They call me 1 through 5 next door because I told them I got 5 different personalities. So they try to add them all together and get 15, whatever. They be like, who we talking to today? Your mama. But how others describe me, I don't know, because I really don't care. But how I describe myself, 3 words: crazy, sexy, cool.
Oh, you can't beat that. You can't beat those. Man, that's like, what I'm saying? That's too cool. Yeah. I got it. Are the people that describing you, do they know who you are, or do they just know what you do?
They don't. They just know me at a surface level. They don't really know me on a deeper level. Those people that know me on a deeper level will probably say I'm funny, intelligent, giving, very empathetic,
Who decides who gets to the next level?
They do. Mm-hmm. In some situations, it's like it's never gonna go past a certain level, but sometimes, okay, so let me give an example. One of my coworkers, I guess she just thought I was a heathen or I was mean or whatever, because I'll be cursing at work or whatever. Acting a fool, jokey, ha, like I do on some of these shows. Yeah. So one day she started talking about God, and they was sending this girl straight off with these answers they was giving her, and I'm like, why are y'all So I started talking scripture and this, and she was like, "So sure, you know God?" "Yeah, I do." "But you would never know that about me because we've never had conversation."
Right. You never went to that area.
Exactly.
Right.
So if you never have certain conversation with me and you keep everything on a he, ha level, that's where it's going to be. There's no need for me to pull back a layer with you.
I like it. Do you think it's, I don't know, is it unfortunate or fortunate? See, I came from a time where when family got together for no reason, what I'm saying, just because it was Sunday, just because it was, so it was people around, you were around people, learning people like consistently. But at some point, we just kind of got away from it. You know what I'm saying? We just started separating and do our own things and stuff like that,
I've never had.
You've never had that?
My family can't get together. They don't get along. On my father's side, they would get together. On my mama's side, man, please. They got together for a funeral recently. But I mean, we didn't do family reunion. It'd be like the Hatfields and the McCoys. And I really can't even do funerals with them because it just be drama. And I don't like drama. What?
You don't have a family reunion t-shirt?
what that is.
Tashira, no,
They
Tashira,
never
no.
had a family reunion.
Tashira, no, don't say that.
I'm dead serious. So my grandmother raised me, right? And I think she was the youngest out of all her siblings. I'm the next to the baby out of all my cousins, but you can say I'm the baby because my other cousin, she really didn't come around like me. Yeah. And we've never had a family reunion.
I'm gonna send you. Listen, if I don't send you nothing else, I'm gonna send you a family reunion shirt. Our next family reunion.
If I had one,
I'm sending you one.
My ex-husband. Now I did go to his family reunion. I went to a couple of them, and that was one thing I miss about my marriage. Even though stuff wasn't good with me and him, his family was close. They wasn't super close, but they were close. Like on the holidays, they got together. I met like all his cousins and them at barbecues and get-togethers, and I like that. I wish I had that, but I didn't have that. My father decided they get together, but I don't too much like going around them.
We got to get you some family reunions. As the world
maybe if I get married again. Yeah.
Listen. So you're. Now you said you were single, so you're single, Atlanta single. You're single and looking.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you a show. You'll see my story on there. Yes, I am. Jared did a whole show around me dating. That was interesting. Not giving up because they will not let me give up.
I like it. They should not. Absolutely, they should.
I'll be ready to throw in the towel.
No. I'm like my dad said. You just hitting your prime. You just hitting your prime.
It's a numbers game, and it's like I don't date multiples, and I'll find one, and it don't work out, and I'm like, I quit. I give up. So I guess I'm gonna have to get in the game and play the numbers game because my homeboy did it, and he done found him one. So
yeah, you don't think you're shooting enough shots?
I wouldn't say. I just don't go anywhere to meet anyone.
Yeah, I mean, but it's a social world now. It's a social media world. You got all your Christian mingles. You got all your different sites that the different sites, Match.com and all that stuff.
Plenty of foolishness and Dumble. I talked about stories last night. I'll send you the link. And once you see that show about them stories I got you.
I'm gonna watch it. I guarantee you I am.
Yeah. Okay. I said I was gonna get back out here. And I was gonna do some of the more reputable sites. Now I heard about eHarmony now. eHarmony ain't playing. Mm-hmm. They cost money, and I figure if somebody on there, they got to be serious. But we'll see.
Yeah, a lot of time costs will weed out a lot of trash.
eHarmony costs you weed out a lot because they like $300 to $600 to join their site.
What?
Lump sum fee. Ain't no monthly fee.
Like you paying up front.
Right up front. $300 to $600, and $600 is their premium. I'm like, well, let me tell you.
You put $600 in. Listen, I'm finna meet somebody today. Like
I'm getting mad tomorrow. He gonna give me my money back.
Yeah, exactly. You looking for a return on investment at that point. And like,
ROI all day. Now you're talking about talk.
Right. When you meet that man, say, listen, you $600 down. You minus $600 right now. Oh my God.
She said Princess Zamunda for that price.
Man.
Girl, I ain't paid it. I have not paid it. I'm still sitting over here like
that is a tough one right there.
It is.
So we're gonna go to question 4. And you've already, I heard one of your answers. I'm gonna see if you bring it back up. Question 4 in the journal says, "Hello, Black woman. What are some goals that you have accomplished? Talk about goals you wish to accomplish and write a plan as to how you will accomplish them." What
journal? You got me over here thinking. I need this journal.
I do. I got you thinking.
Nope. I bet you they like, oh, she ain't cussed yet. No, not on this show, boy. These some questions make you think. What goals have I accomplished? I've accomplished a lot of goals that I've set my mind to. Mm-hmm. One of them was being a mom, having my own business, actually going to go
Tell me
ahead.
about your child.
Children.
Children?
That's a tough subject. But I
Okay.
have a 27-year-old son
Okay.
and a 19, soon to be 19-year-old daughter.
Oh, awesome. Okay. That's enough said. Beautiful.
Okay. Well, one of my goals was to get married. That happened. I went to college, had a very successful college life, although I went to college at 34 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not. I tell you what. Do you know E.T. the E.T. the hip hop preacher? Do you know him?
That name sounds familiar.
Hey, listen. Oh, he's so cold. And he talks about he was homeless and stuff like that. And he
Mhm.
says his degree ain't got no date on it. It don't tell him when he started school or how long it took him. It just got your graduation date. That's all it got.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, and the goal was to finish high school, so I did do that. But I'm still working on goals. Like I said, I have a goal to be married again. I have a goal to be a millionaire by 50,
Okay.
hopefully a multimillionaire. Um, I did at one point have the goal, like he did, to get out of homelessness, and I accomplished that goal by becoming intentional. So I have a few things. I'm still gonna keep some of them to myself.
Let me ask you. That's fine. See, that's what separates, public, and private. In here, you
Mhm.
can write it all down, and you can go back and look and say, "Hey, when I was this age, this is how I thought."
Yep.
So your marriage goals, big wedding.
No.
You want private, 2 people, a few
I
people.
I used to want a big wedding because I wanted my grandmother to see me get married, walk down the aisle in a white dress. I wanted my kids to see me get married, but I'm like, they gone now. So
Mm-hmm.
who am I gonna invite to this? So it'll probably be very small, very
Mm-hmm.
small. Okay, so this is the thing. Most people plan for a wedding, they don't plan for a marriage. I'm planning for a marriage. So I really don't
Got it.
care about the wedding. We could
Got it.
be, hey, we could be in a parking lot. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about a wedding. I care about my marriage because my next marriage is going to be my last marriage. It's
Mm-hmm.
going to be like the Bible says, till death. Somebody going to die. Okay. And it ain't going to be me. So
I got it.
that's what I'm more so focused on. But
That's absolutely awesome.
I would do Vegas,
Mm-hmm.
like a on the beach type thing. But
Oh,
nothing elaborate where I'm paying $4,000 for a dress. And I don't care if I am a millionaire. Look, $4,000 for a dress I'm gonna wear one time. I will go rent a dress, okay, before I do all that. That's just ridiculous.
man, people don't think about that. I've known. I mean, of course, people that have had those elaborate weddings, and
Separated the next year.
God forbid, you just like, oh my God, like man, they
Sixty
did
thousand
everything.
dollars. I knew somebody spent $60,000 on a wedding.
I can't
They
understand it.
maybe stayed married 2 years.
No, you
And they
can't.
didn't even own a house. They didn't own, you putting all this money and you don't own nothing. $60,000, we could have went and bought a house and had the wedding in the backyard.
Yeah, that's priority though. That's who wants that. Who? I mean, is it
Front for the
mostly
gram.
the woman that wants that? Hey, this is what I need. This is my day. I mean, like who's pulling for the bigger weddings?
I think it's the women because they want to show, they want to do it for the gram. They want to show everybody that look at me. Hey, this is my, I don't care about them people. Because when you homeless, them people ain't gonna care about you. They're gonna be like, hey, remember that time you had that $60,000 wedding? If you wouldn't have had that wedding, you wouldn't be living on the street. So I don't care about people and what they think, what they have to say, and trying to impress them.
Got it. That's huge. I think it's huge. Listen, I need one more question from you. I was gonna let you go, but your answers have been so transparent, very entertaining. And I want to do.
Well, you just told me about myself. I'm transparent and entertaining. See, that's what people think about me.
Let's see. I got one here. Oh man, I'll tell you what.
Mhm.
13 or 39?
Well, the day after my birthday is the 13th, which is my mother's birthday. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Maybe I should.
I mean, like, I'm here now. Like, I'm here. I'm here now.
I know. Go ahead.
Question 13. Question 13 in the journal. It says, "Hello, black woman. What is one thing you wish you could change about yourself? Describe steps to change." This is the question you chose.
Mm-hmm. Can I go 39?
No, come on.
One thing I wish to change about myself.
Yeah.
Right now, me cussing so much. How about that one?
What did you get your cursing expert
Well,
from?
I know where it stems from, and I was
Okay.
just talking to somebody about this the other day. It
Okay.
stems from anger.
Okay.
So I need to work on that.
Yeah.
I need to work on this deep-rooted thing.
Mm-hmm. Is it something that you can actively, like, I know people have, cussing jars where say, like, if I cuss, I'm gonna put $1 in it. Like, would you be broke if you did that?
No,
like,
because I have not cussed not one time on this show, so I can talk without cursing.
Oh, absolutely. We know
Even
that.
though if you go look at all that footage, you'll be like, God dog, she was cutting up. I know how to conduct myself.
Yeah.
Hey, Q. And see, Q know, because I was cutting up last night, and he was like, do y'all got a disclaimer so y'all don't get muted because it's Tashura? But it's part of my little comedy thing. But yeah, I mean, when you curse when you're in church, you know you got a problem. And that happened to me years ago before I found Jesus for real. And I don't want to go back to that.
Got it.
I want to relearn to use different words and use them more effectively, because you can cut somebody down without saying one curse word.
You can't.
I used to be able to do it real good.
Yeah.
Just start using them 13-letter words, and they like, what? Where's the dictionary? So that's one thing I would change about myself.
Very open, very honest. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to ask you one more question, and this question is going to be a fun question. And when I finish that question, I want you to rehash how we can get in contact with you, how we can follow you, and things of that nature. So after I conclude this next question, then it'll be you to close us out. How to contact you, how to get your merchandise, and things of that nature. I always want to leave room at the end. People come to the end of the show. How to get in contact with you. So this question is our random. It says, if you could only choose one song to play every time you walked into a room for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Goodness gracious. I love music so much.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hard one. Return of the Mac. You know I'm coming back. Hey.
That's a classic. That's a classic. For me, it is.
Yeah. I used to say Jill Scott, One Is the Magic Number.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd rather be something upbeat. Return of the Mac, because I'm coming back.
You can't beat. I mean, you really can't beat Return of the Mac. You really can't beat Return of the Mac. So listen. We're going to end the show. Tell the people what's next for you and how we can get in contact with you and stay in contact with you.
What's next for me? Catch me at Tashura Talks, and you will find out. It's the name on the screen. T'_SHURA Talks, TALKS. You want to know about how to get my merchandise? You can check me out on all social media platforms. KKG Kreationz, KREATIONZ, and I also have a website, kkgkreationz.com. And I am working on a book. I'm trying to finish this book. I'm going to finish this book, and I should release it next year. So if you follow me on all my social media platforms, you will see what the book is and what it's about.
Beautiful. And your website again, kkgkreationz.com.
Yes, KKG Kreationz.com. And I'm also on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and flip flop and all of them.
A little bit of everything.
Everywhere. Got to be everywhere nowadays.
That's what's up. We have your website in the comments below. Tashira, it has been a pleasure and an honor to have you on with us tonight.
Website was incorrect.
Oh, wait a minute.
I spelled it out and you still didn't.
I spelled it. Hold on. But listen, guess what I can do? I love social media because I can just delete it. I can delete it.
Run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back.
Spell it out for me. KKG.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
KREATIONZ.
IONZ.
So instead of Kreationz having a C at the front and the S on the end, it's a K and a Z on the end.
Got it. Oh, I see your bling now. I see your bling now.
You see it behind me.
I see your bling now. See that it popped. It popped right out then. I see your bling now. I see your bling.
I bling almost anything. I bling your big toe if you ask me.
There, hello somebody. Hello somebody. Tashira, we thank you so much for being on with us, man. You've been a delight. You've been a very transparent, phenomenal spirit here tonight. We will stay in contact. We'll be checking on you. We'll make sure send us your t-shirt size. We'll make sure you send your family reunion shirt just to remind you. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. You be like, I don't know none of these people on this show. Like, I don't know nobody.
At the family reunion talking about cousin.
No, listen, no hesitation. Let me tell you something. My family, no hesitation.
And you
like, who you know? Oh, come on up here. That right there, this and that cooler. What you need out of the cooler? This is the cooler.
Yeah, I got to come to a Southern family reunion. I know how it's gonna go down.
We ain't doing them a playing spades and Johnny Taylor with the blues on. That's it.
Last $2. Hey,
that's it. Sunrise or sunset and beyond.
All right.
Dominoes, spades, barbecue, free.
All my game.
Yep, for sure. Tashira, thank you so much for giving us an hour of your time.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be in contact. Thank you so much.
Bye. Bye, everybody. Thank you for tuning in.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Miss Tashira. Tashira Talk. She has been a phenomenal guest here tonight. Very transparent, very open. And you know, she said, "What? These questions are making me think." Like that's what it's all about. That's what we're doing here with the podcast and with the Hello Black Woman Journal. Just a way for you to get some things off your mind down on paper. Put them face to face. You know. Not just up here. Now you really saying, hey, how do I feel about this? You know, where do I stand with this type of this question that I'm asking right now? So that's what I want you to be able to do. So make sure you go to helloblackman.com. We'll run it across the banner one time so you can get in contact with us for any of your journal needs. It's been a good evening. It's Monday, a good show. helloblackman.com, got the Cash App, the Instagram. Hey, we're trying to get an Instagram following up. If you would, go to Hello Black Man Journal, hit the follow button. We're going to follow you back. We're not going to unfollow you or nothing like that. We're not going to ghost you. I'm on Instagram at least in 45 minutes or an hour a day. So if I see your material, I'm going to come in, I'm going to like your stuff, man. We're just trying to get word out of who we are and what we're doing. So this has been another episode of the Hello Black Man podcast. We thank you for tuning in. If you would give us a like or share or subscribe, however you want to help us out and be a part of the community, we do appreciate it. Hello, Black Man. Signing out.